Reds Outdoors. This is my first video since I rebranded this channel. If you haven't seen other videos, why not take a look at those too? But from here on out, this is going to be more outdoor geared videos. Today we're going to try to do some fishing. It is the beginning of January. It's about 46, 48 degrees right now, so not the best fishing conditions. But we're going to try it anyways. We are on a concrete jetty with some rocks around it. I'm hoping since the sun's out that the heat that the concrete and the rocks is absorbing will maybe help pull some of them into a little bit shallower water. I don't know this lake very well, so I don't really know if this is a very big drop off here. It looks like it is, but I haven't really seen a map on this lake yet to really know a whole lot about it, but we're going to do our best see if we can catch something for you guys. If not, there's a few other things in this area we want to check out and show you guys, but hang with us. Let's see if we can actually catch something. All right, I got a couple of different colored jigs I'm going to be trying out. Like I said, I haven't ever fished this lake before, so I don't really have an idea of what these things usually bite out here, but it's cold. I'm up on some concrete, up on some rocks. The sun is out, it's shining nice and good, kind of warming things up. It is early in the afternoon right now, so I'm hoping the heat might kind of bring them in. This wind blowing is not helping too much, but we'll see if we can get something. And she's hung up. Hold on. Well, there's one tip of the day. She was hung up on somebody else's fishing line. Looked like somebody probably unspooled their line, probably backlash, had to cut it off, whatever, or decided to change their line. Guys, when you're out on the lake and you're changing your line, or you got to cut your line, whatever reason, don't throw it back in the water. Don't leave it next to the water where you can throw them back out, man. That just causes a lot of havoc for the wildlife out here. So please take your fishing line with you when you go. Throw it in the trash. Don't leave it out here for things to get tangled up in. Not only is it irritating for somebody else to catch it, but you don't want the fish tangled up in it, turtles, birds, whatever. Just take it with you. Don't leave it out here. But let's see if we can catch something. I'm gonna see if I can catch something other than somebody else's fishing line. Now I'm fishing a pumpkin seed jig with a pumpkin seed trailer on it. And I'll try this a couple times. If it don't work, I'm gonna move to a blue and black jig, see if that does anything. There's a lot of rock down here, so you're feeling something every time you move it. So it might be kind of tricky to pick out what might be a wintertime bass hit, because I know they're gonna be moving slow. They're not gonna hit very hard. Definitely a lot of rock. She's over here trying to catch something. Yes, I'm sneaking up behind you. Now, I'm not really sure if that is the best color combination, but she is using a pink worm. And as you can see, the wind's blowing a little bit. I don't know how that's playing with the audio on here. Okay, we've been out here for about 30-45 minutes. We haven't had a bite yet. We're gonna keep trying a little bit. If we don't get anything here for too long, there's a couple other things we want to look at while we're out here. We're actually at a state park right now, so there's a few things we want to kind of take a look at. Since it is January, there's not a whole lot of people down here, so we might be able to look at a few things that maybe we normally wouldn't do because there'd be too many other people doing it. But we're gonna see if we can catch some fish first. Okay, so I'm not having a whole lot of luck with the with the pumpkin seed jig. I did have a trailer on there, so I'm gonna go to a blue and black, see if that helps any. I'm also gonna move over to the other side of this, to this jetty, see if I have any luck over here. Definitely tell the difference in reels. This thing is probably close to 20 years old. That one over there is the black one I had, or the one with the other reel I was using. That one is about 2 months old. Definitely a huge difference in how these things cast and even reel in.
I had a bite, but I lost it.
Go back after him. She just told me she got a hit, but didn't hook him, so go back after him, see if she can get him. She starts having a look on that, I might have to break out my spinners. Hey guys, let's watch her a little bit. Let's see if she catches anything. I'll move the camera around. She's kind of coming up with her own technique and just threw it on shore. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to see if she catches something. Get a little bit more action, reeling it really slow, jerking on it. Might excite a bite, who knows? I just want to see the look on her face as she hooks into something. I know it'd be a lot better in the springtime when they're starting to come up, or in early spring, but one of these days I want to see her hook into one. It's been a long time since she's ever been fishing and actually caught a fish, so I want to see her do that just to see the look on her face. I want to catch that on camera the moment she hooks into something. So may not be today, may not be for a while, but I am going to get that on camera, so just have to wait for it, but eventually I will get it. Right now, let's see if we can catch something here for a little bit longer. If not, then we'll go see if we can find something else to do while we're out here. Well, the way this is acting when I'm throwing this, it sinks down for quite a bit. So apparently there's a pretty good little drop off here in this cove. So what I'm trying to do is just kind of crawl up the edge of the cove towards the rocks to see if there might be something in that area. But so far, I hadn't even got touched yet. So I just went all the way back to the shore. I'm gonna walk this thing back up the rocks. And after all, if you're in a boat, cast towards the shore. If you're on the shore, you cast out towards where the boats would be. So I'm casting back towards the shore and just walking my way up the side of this jetty. And if any of you guys watching this know some really good techniques for winter bass fishing in Texas, by all means, leave a comment. Let me know. It never hurts to gain somebody else's insight. Might gain a little bit of knowledge. Might make me a little bit better fisherman at some point. Might give me a new technique. Or maybe if I start catching something, I can share a technique with you that maybe you didn't know. But right now, everything I've tried is not working. Okay, well, this spot isn't being real productive for us, so we're going to see if we can find another spot and drive around for a little bit. Don't know how long it's going to take us before we find a place, but for you guys, it's going to be just a second. Well, while we're out here at the state park, we thought we'd go down one of these nature trails. It's just been a while before we've been out in the wilderness.
Which one?
And we're trying to follow these little signs they got out here, and the sign's leaning over, so we're just gonna guess which way to go. Come on, we'll go this way. And if nothing else, we'll bring up maps on the phone and figure out where the hell my truck is. But we'll see if the directions and the little signs and markers on this trail get us back where we need to go. But it's all about getting in the outdoors. Haven't been in the outdoors that much in a very, very long time. When we went to Arkansas, that was the first time in a very long time that we had actually spent any time outdoors. So we're trying to do that a lot more this year. That's kind of our New Year's resolution, is get back out with nature, get back to the outdoors and kind of enjoy it again. But you can tell I haven't been out here in a while. I mean, we've been walking around all day. I'm actually a little bit winded walking up and down these hills, and I'm not used to that anymore. So that's another thing. It'll help me get back in shape a little bit. I mean, I used to be like 185 pounds. Now I'm like 210. So back down to about 190 or so might be great. But right now we're just gonna walk this trail and see if we can see anything interesting, and you know, nothing else, just take in the beauty of the outdoors, and maybe we'll see some wildlife I can put on here.
How fast do you want me to run?
I didn't say it had to be big wildlife. I mean, birds, things like that. You know, maybe a rabbit or something out here. Not necessarily a mountain lion or a bobcat or a coyote. And odds are, if any of those are out here, they're going to hear us way before we get there and take off. Yeah, camping spot. That might be kind of interesting. But we're just out here right now, kind of enjoying the outdoors. Haven't done it in a while. I know I've said that like 1,000 times. Little thing telling you what some of the tracks mean. If you see those, that's a raccoon. I already knew those. At one point in time, I actually had a pet raccoon. She got very big and fat, and then got sick, and we had to put her down. But we had her for a few years. Very, very interesting, intelligent, and devious little creatures.
We could come out here and go camping.
We could. Of course, I sold my tent.
We have to buy more.
We have to get another tent. I sold the one I had.
And camping supplies to cook on.
I do have camping supplies to cook on. I did keep some of my camping equipment. I just no longer have a tent or a sleeping bag. And when it get down into the 30s,
the short trail's that way, the long trail's this way.
I don't know if I really want to do that, but
we'll take the short trail.
Yeah, we're taking the short trail just because, why not? I don't really know how long the long trail is, so we'll take the short one. Hopefully it doesn't just make a quick circle and go right back to where we were.
The long trail's a mile long.
We could do a mile. We're going to do a mile. We'll take you guys. Well, I'm not going to sit here and film while I'm walking for a mile, but if we see anything interesting, I'll put it back on here. All right, so we actually completed the mile walk. Took us a little bit longer than it probably should have, but it didn't take you guys long at all. We're going to try one more place to go fishing, then we're going to call it a day. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Maybe we'll catch some fish in this next spot. Who knows? I haven't been treating us very well so far, and maybe it's just because it's been so long since I've been trying to be an active fisherman that I'm kind of out of touch. Who knows? Maybe they're just not biting right now. I don't see anybody else out here fishing. I was hoping that maybe since nobody else was, I'd actually be able to snag something. But hasn't happened so far. One more spot to try, then we're going to call it a day. Thank you guys for hanging out with us so far. Keep on watching. We'll see if we actually catch something on this. We'll be right back. Alright, so we came down here to another spot. We're going to try it out. It's a little bit steep right here. If I fall on camera, you guys don't laugh at me. But we're going to go down here, and there's some big chunks of concrete going off into the water. We're going to see if we can't maybe spook something up there. See if we can't catch anything. If not, we'll find something else to do today, since we're both off today and got nothing else planned.
I'm trying to talk him into go get me some ice cream.
And it's 40-something degrees and she wants ice cream. I don't really understand that. But we're going to come down here. It's a nice, pretty area. But we'll see if we can get lucky and catch anything out here, and see if I can walk down this without busting it.
Yay, we did it.
Yeah, it's not that steep. I thought it was a little more muddy than it is. Very, very clear water, at least for this area. It's pretty clear. A lot of dog tracks. I don't know if that's people with their dogs or if there's coyotes down here. That's got to be a dog track because there's no coyote that damn big. But we'll set the camera up. We'll set up here. I'll get over here by the rocks. See if I can't scare something up. Okay, so if you guys can see way over there, there's a rock cliff. There's a stump out in the water. I don't know how deep that is, but I think I might go there and investigate that. It is kind of a ways out. Here, let me zoom back out. It is definitely a little ways over there. I saw her moving that rod up. I was thinking, damn, I hope she got something. I absolutely want to see her catch a fish on this camera. May not be today. Eventually, I will get that. I see some stuff out in the water here too. We may sit up here, see what we can find. Okay, so I thought I was going to see how good I could cast Elena's little pink rod and reel, and I hung it up and lost her spinnerbait, so now I got to give her one of mine. So told her to go back up to the truck and pick a spinnerbait out of my tackle box. She'll probably pick the best, most expensive one I got, but I lost hers, so it's only fair she gets to get one of mine. Alright, let me tie that on there for you. I want to tie this on there for her real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I hadn't really caught anything here. She's still going to fish here. I'm going to go over there to that tree stump we saw earlier. But we'll see if there's anything over there. If not, we've been out here for a few hours. Just not really fishing the whole time, just kind of walking around looking, seeing what all's out here. I've never been out here before. But looks like a decent place. I can imagine it probably wouldn't be as nice during the summertime with about 1,000 people down here. But right now it's kind of nice and empty. Starting to warm up a little bit. It's 49, 50 degrees right now. Sun's out, nice and shiny. Probably do better with a little bit of overcast right now, but at least this makes it a little more enjoyable, not having to wear a coat out here. But that stump I showed you guys earlier, I'm gonna go over there and I want to see how deep the water is. I mean, if it's like 6 inches deep around it, then it's kind of pointless, but I can't really tell from here. But I mean, like I said, I did rebrand this to a outdoor channel, not really a fishing channel. So I plan on doing a lot of fishing. Actually, I plan on doing a lot of catching. Today doesn't really look like the catching, it looks more like the fishing. So I really enjoy just being in the outdoors though. I mean, with the busy lives that we have, I mean, between work and my commute to work, I'm gone 55, 60 hours a week. So having the day that we can get out here together is really nice. I don't know how good I was coming through with the sun right there. So just being out here in the outdoors together, she's coming over here with me. It's really nice just to kind of get a break for things. I mean, if this channel ever took off and I was able to do this, you know, full time, that would be absolutely awesome. I'm trying to get where the lighting's a little bit better. My God, I look like just a shadow. But right now, we'll take it the day or two we get out of the week to come out here and see if we can't catch something, find some other places to go fishing. I got a family member that's got a boat sitting down at Lake Fork, so he told me, hey, anytime you want to use the boat, use it, but when you get done, bring it back up here with me. He wants his boat back up here and he doesn't really have time to go get it. He works just as many hours as I do, so he told me I could use it, but he wanted me to haul it back up here with us. We're over more in the DFW area, so might take him up on that offer. Go down to Lake Fork, use the boat for a little bit, maybe get a couple of videos out of that. I know damn good and well there's some pretty good sized bass in Lake Fork. I've been to that lake before. They've held tournaments all over that lake, so I that should be pretty good if we get a chance to do that. I do think I'm taking up on that offer eventually, but right now we're just kind of enjoying the outdoors. We don't really get to do this very often, so we're trying to make time to where we can do something outdoors at least once a week, and we'll bring you guys along with us. The other videos I was making, those just kind of things we was doing around the house, and I was kind of get to the point that it was boring. You know, we're just sitting around the house doing random things. I mean, I had some other ideas like flaming green tosk or, you know, something like that, but it just, everybody else really wanting to get involved in it, and it just really wasn't that fun out there playing around in the backyard by myself. So we're going to change this to something I do enjoy, which is the outdoors. So, you know, during the fall we plan on going to the coast. We're going to this year, but Hurricane Harvey kind of screwed that up for us. Screwed up a lot of things for a lot of people, but we're going to try to get back down there this year and see if we can't do some saltwater fishing, do some surf fishing. But for right now, until then, you know, I got almost a whole year. We're going to be trying to find different places around here to fish, and might do some shooting if I get out somewhere. So if you like that kind of video, the outdoors, the shooting, the fishing, just maybe in some hiking videos, just kind of see what kind of, you know, wildlife we can see or what kind of scenery we can get into. Just something a little different than what we have been. I mean, what we normally have been doing is probably what a lot of you guys do, which is just, you wake up, you go to work, you come home, you watch TV for a little bit, watch some YouTube videos for a little bit, and then you take a shower and you go to bed. And you don't really have time to yourself, time to get back out with nature, and that's really something that we've been kind of missing. I mean, me and Elena both grew up in East Texas. We didn't grow up in the city. We've been in the city for a while now, but we were both raised out in the country, and that's kind of what we're looking for. You know, we want to get back out with nature a little bit, be back in the outdoors, and so we're finally decided we're going to start doing that, and we'll take you guys along with us. We're going to stay out here and fish a little bit longer and see if we can't catch anything. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. Hope you enjoy the other ones, and hopefully I'll be able to get a fish on video for this one. If not, then we'll get it on another one. Well, that's not the point. It'd be cold as hell. Felt some rocks and stuff along the bottom a while ago, so I know fish like to get around the rocks and everything, so I don't know how many was down there, but I felt quite a few when I was reeling it up, so I'm going to try to bump it over them again pretty slow and see if I can get anything. I'm on them right now. I can feel it. Oh, what I didn't tell you, the log I was looking at a while ago, thing's sitting in like 6-7 inches of water. If there was any fish around that, I'd be able to see them, so that was kind of pointless. Alright, well, she said her wrist is getting tired. That's probably something a bunch of guys have said, but for totally different reasons. But I guess for that, we may hang it up today, go find something else we can do. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, eventually, we'll actually be able to catch some fish for you. This is my first time trying to do a video like this. We will definitely be doing some more, but we're definitely going to be doing some catching, not just fishing. Might find some different places. The reviews for this lake actually say it's a pretty good bass lake. Just not working for us today. I know the weather's been really cold. I mean, it was in the teens like last week. It's been in the 20s and 30s. Just now starting to warm up. Then we got another cold front moving in the next couple of days. It's going to drop back down into the 30s. Right now it's in the low 50s, and in I think 5 or 6 days they're predicting snow. So it's going to be kind of interesting trying to catch some fish. We might do some other things instead of out here and wait for the weather and the elements to get a little bit more right for fishing, so I don't show you guys a bunch of fishing videos with no fishing or no catching anyways. I like to be able to reel up a fish, show it to you on camera. Can't do that today. The only one I seen was dead and have skeleton eyes, so that's not really something I want to show you guys. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you guys enjoy the outdoors. If you're stuck in jobs like we are and you don't really have much time, try to make time. Try to make, one day a week, one day every other week, something. Just get out in the outdoors, enjoy the sun, enjoy the fresh air. Just do something that's just a little bit different than your ordinary daily routine, and just enjoy life a little bit, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.